Syracuse heads to Georgia Tech, and Georgia Tech is a 6.5-point home favorite. Total of 53 on this one. It's 7 p.m. Central Time on the ACC network. And we'll pull up the number so you guys can see what we're working with. Full season, I've got Georgia Tech by 1.46. This Syracuse offense has just gone down the toilet, especially in the middle of the year, right? They just dealt with a bunch of injuries and whatnot. But here's the thing. Georgia Tech's defense, I mean, they were so bad that they had to fire the defense coordinator. Like, it's number 117 on the season in predicted points added allowed per drive. They have been bad on defense. This is a weird spot. So I've got Syracuse actually power rated as 3 points better. But when you look at stats, I've got Georgia Tech for the full season by 1.5. And now I'm looking at this number, and it's 6.5. And people are betting on Georgia Tech. Georgia Tech has been atrocious as a favorite. This is a team that lost at home to Bowling Green. Like, they just don't do well in this role for whatever reason. Don't get me wrong, Syracuse has looked bad. But, man, they got it turned around in Yankee Stadium last week against Pitt. They looked better. They got their tight end a running back award last week. Like, they have shifted some things around. They are figuring it out. It's different. Let's look at the past 4 weeks, see what the numbers say on that. All right, so in the past 4 weeks, it would have Georgia Tech by 3.70. Better than it was. It's got them basically, let's say 21.5 to 18. We'll just say that. 21.5 to 18. So they're better at running the ball. That's the one thing that Syracuse is not good at defending over the past 4 weeks. And yet, on the other side, Syracuse has gotten better at running the ball, and Georgia Tech is number 129 in PPA per rush allowed. So I think there's obviously ways that Syracuse can stay in this ball game. Both of these teams fighting for bowl eligibility. Georgia Tech's got Georgia next week. Syracuse, I don't even know who they play next week. There's no rivalry game at the end of the season for Syracuse in this conference. It is what it is. You want to get historian on this. Syracuse probably should have stayed in the Big East, but hey, I get it. You got to take the checks. I get it. The Syracuse offense has not been good. Their defense is okay. Georgia Tech, the offense has been really good. The defense has been abysmal, and that is a recipe to me for a team that doesn't do well covering at home. I'm going to take Syracuse on the road to keep this thing within 6.5. Just think that they are going to find a way to stay within this thing.
Thanks for listening to Winning Cures Everything. Make sure and follow me on Twitter @GaryWCE. If you want to toss in a question, you can email me, Gary@winningcureseverything.com. Make sure and hit that subscribe button, and we'll see you next time.